करूंगी, चूक होने समय मिट्टी का रखिए।
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet. Jai Gurudev. Let's share our input.
Jai Gurudev.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share my experience of Ekadashi, like what you said in the class today. Similar, I had the feeling that I will keep Ekadashi fasting, and I started from last, like from 21 Navaratras. I started with the Navaratra. I kept whole 9 Navaratra without eating, only on water, and then I went on to Ekadashi, following Ekadashi, whichever was after Navratra. And the experience was very good. But during this process, like I have Pitta and Vat Pravriti. So I lost 4 kg of weight, and I already had my normal weight. Like I am not obese, very thin. So uh, after losing 4, it was quite visible on my body. My whole clothes were all loosened up, and though I was feeling very, it was a great feeling on keeping Ekadashi fasting, and you were literally in a meditative mode, maybe because your mind gets alert more when the food is not inside your body. So I related with that. But as the like after 6 months, it was quite obvious, though my health was not like my functions of body were not affected, only that my weight was losing. And I have some pigmentation also, slight pigmentation, maybe due to postmenopausal. So that also my skin got cleared, but on the whole I lost weight. Then I started feeling that it is going in a different fashion, and I should stop it. But as I started my kachi, I did not want to stop the fast, so I took to fruits and curd, mainly in the morning, and at night also not very much of. I don't take salt. I eat fruits, salad or curd, like this only. So that in that way, I am following the Kaji fast, though in deep in my heart, I still crave for that I have this type of body. I can't keep fast. The people who have the kaf pravriti, they have a little weight on them. They have more potential to keep fast because they want to lose weight. I had to, like, I have stopped doing that type of water fasting, and I'm doing only on fruits and vegetables and curd only, and that is it's okay. But as long I think I can keep in this way for a long time. So that I had wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, for from my side, this session that we had today is quite revealing in that
Mm.
it has put me um, on a process of rethinking, relearning, because we've got in. I mean, I'm talking for myself. I've got inputs from several quarters, and there are certain things that I think are fine, and I'm pursuing it. But what is really was revealing today is that, are you following the tenets of the Gita? That is one. I know this Yuktahara Viharasya is there. I know even Gurudev has said several times people with a pitta tendency should not completely fast. But it is my own personal experience that this, when I followed this Ekadashi fast, it was actually very cleansing for me, number one. And what I thought I will end up with a headache and all did not actually happen. So it was conversely true, and it had taken me deep within. And like what Nana was mentioning, that upavasa, I was actually able to be with myself. It felt very internally, I was very grounded, very centered throughout the day that I fasted. So, but then that had unsettled my husband's mind, because he was very concerned. He says, "What if you end up with this? What if you end up with that?" So that is where I had to pose that question. But yes, I think uh, I will have to give it a lot more thought. And this is only one example, but there are so many others that I think we'll have to. I mean, I would have to digest this aspect of your your activity not disturbing other people.
Jai Gurudev. I would like to say something over here, and I'm happy that someone, uh, what you call, supported the way I normally act in my life. Like Nanaji, when he was saying these things, and I could relate to my life, because many a times my decisions have been based on what my family members would think or they would go through, or how my body is going to react to it. And I take all these considerations, and then I take a decision. And then I felt so nice about it that, yeah, I had been doing the right thing, which I have been taking care of. And it was so much giving me peace of mind that, yeah, I did the right thing. And regarding the fasting thing, yes, I am Pitta and Vata Prakriti, and I have been told by many Ayurveda doctors no fasting. Even Gurudev has been saying. See, obviously, you may not feel there is no headache and all, but it will corrode your body from inside. That you will not know. You will get to know only when the problems arise. Internally, what is happening to your body, you will not, never know. One more thing I would like to say, that yes, these Ayurvedic treatments, this is a treatment for your body. You have to follow all the rules. When you are fasting, you cannot be working, you cannot be stressed, because a lot of pitta will be produced in the body when you are putting in hard physical work. And if you're working and if you're stressed, that will really do harm than any good. I have gone through this. I took a panchakarma, but all the rules to be followed were not followed at all, and I ended up in a problem. I cannot blame the panchakarma treatment because I did not follow, and the doctors did not advise me that well. So these things have to be followed totally 100%. If you can do it, yes, fine, it might do any good to you, but otherwise it will harm you than any good. That is my personal experience.
Can I
Yeah,
say something?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I didn't hear the whole session. I came towards the end, but where Nanaji was saying, do not cause disturbance to others' minds. That's where I joined in. So personal experience also has been that yes, certain things we follow once we get onto this path may disturb a few people around. One is okay on the fasting side, that's fine. We have to listen to our body and do what is good for our body. But many other activities that we indulge in on a day-to-day basis may also disturb few minds. But Nanaji did mention that Krishna never caused any disturbance to anyone mentally. So here, but I don't know. I may have a difference of opinion. First, we have to make sure there's no disturbance to our mind, right? Only if we can take care of our mind, then probably we can take care of others' minds also. So I am not sure. Maybe at some point, if I can bring up this question with Nanaji and find out. So certain actions that I do, I go based on a lot of learnings and teachings that I have gone through in the last couple of years, and I follow. I feel that I have to follow it. That's the right way to do it, which may not go in with the others in the family because they are not still there understanding why I am doing what I am doing. But whether I should just give in to what they want is something my mind is not ready to accept. Saying for their interest, for them to feel good, or maybe their mind not to get disturbed, I should give up what I am doing, doesn't seem to appeal to my mind. Well, I somehow I still strongly feel that what I am doing is right. Maybe they don't understand, it's their choice. Not that I'm wanting to correct anyone, but uh, that's where that dilemma is there. But I am somehow still feel that first I have to take care of my mind. For me, this is important, and my mind is at calm and at rest only if I follow this. So I don't know whether the context that Nanaji
Yeah.
spoke earlier, I'm not sure whether it's got any relevance to that. But I heard when Nanaji mentioned that, yes, maybe I have to think, but I somehow my mind doesn't feel convinced to think and give in to what I don't believe in. I don't feel right. It's
Yeah, that's exactly where I am from, where the space that I'm coming from. The what Nana said was you'll have to give up a little of yourself, which is
correct.
fine. I agree. But then um, I come from this very simple standpoint. We are given this human birth, and each one of us, whether we're in the same family or outside, we all have, we've come with our different sets of vasanas, different sets of level of mumukshutva also. So
Absolutely.
when that is the case, when I'm convinced that this is right for me, for instance, I gave an example of the Ekadashi fast. It could be an advanced course that I'm keen to do. But supposing the rest of my family is not in tune with that decision of mine, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go ahead with what I think is good, or do I give in to the family and saying, oh, fine, doesn't matter, I don't want to unsettle their mind, so I'll stay back, which is in a way may not be the best for my spiritual progress. This one human birth, we're all born uh, into this world, and it is ultimately a lone journey. We are, of course, social animals, and we need to take everything into consideration. But at the same time, when you look at your spiritual journey, it is a lone journey. Not everybody will be able to kind of understand and fall in line. So, when such is the case, do you go ahead or causing a little bit of rupture? It's like that. For me, what I remember is short term pain, long term gain is good for you. So, the short term pain I consider is that little bit of unsettling at home. Maybe people are not completely in line with you, but you still go ahead. But it's a long term gain, and that long term gain where you cleanse yourself and you can be a better fountain of joy, that will create a better environment at home. So that is what I think, and that's what I believe. But what Nana was mentioning today was a little away from that. So I know
I too totally subscribe, and I'm in the same thinking. Yeah, I also feel in the long term, it's going to benefit everyone, not only in this generation of our family, but even our past and future generations.
But
yeah.
what does the Gita say? Are you going to get over there by doing something? Anything which will help you to get moksha? No karma, no action will take you over there, right?
Not no karma, no action. No, you have to do all actions. No running away from anything, but at the same time, whether to really give in to certain things which is not as per what the scriptures say. Is that required to be done just because it's unsettling someone? Is a debatable question. What is of more importance, or what is a priority for you? Look, things that we do in this line or in this path is never easy. It's never easy, right? Many things we have to really push ourselves to do, but we have to do it knowing that that's the right thing to do. It's very easy to get back to routine, normal, easy life. Yes, everyone wants that, but we push ourselves to go past that tendency, right? So that's where I feel, yes, it's required, because this is the only chance you have. So I like Brahmaraji said, I am also of that opinion. Yes, I had, this is the only birth. In this birth, this time or no, okay, it's finally not our in our hands. But now that we have come this far, taking that additional step, which might not be conducive to a lot of things around us, but still we go ahead, not running away from anything, but still pushing ourselves to do things that we feel is the right thing to do.
Yeah, maybe we need more skill to convince people.
It
Yeah,
will
and
happen in the long run, is what even I believe. Like Brahmaraji said, yes, things will work in the right way in the long term. And many times I feel that we are brought into that state by divine grace. This is how I see it. I don't know, it might be my own personal thing, that certain things don't work out very peacefully. The reason is for us to really, it's divine's way of saying, yes, you have a chance this time. So it might not look very easy. Like I have found it in my personal life, it's not easy, but that has helped me to bring in a lot of things which I thought in my life I could never do. Like, very simple example is, I feel a lot of sense of detachment now, which never was possible. That detachment happened because I came into that position where uh, people around were not supportive, and when it's in that state, the detachment seems to happen quite easily.
yeah, I would love to continue, but I have another meeting now. I have a Sahaj course that we'll have to take. We'll process this. I know this is a little shattering of our concepts, but maybe we need to process it. We'll also take Swamiji's perspective and a little bit of more introspection, and I think that will help. So we'll wind up today's session here and we'll continue. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Gurudev. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Hari Om. Thank
Dhanyawad.
Hari Om.
you.